King 5 has a new talented journalist on its roster. Andie Judson just joined our award-winning investigators team, and we wanted to give her, of course, a warm welcome and learn a little more about her. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. It's fun to see, the production and everything.
Welcome. Yes. We're so excited to have you. I understand you've been at King 5 for just a little over a month now. So please tell everyone, how is it going? I know we're all so excited to have you.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, everyone is so lovely and warm and welcoming. A lot of people ask when you're in the news industry, I'm sure you get this too, like, are people like, how they act,
Exactly.
on camera and off camera. Everyone's just so kind and, genuine, and it's just a delight to be here. And it feels like it's been 2 seconds and also feels like it's been 6 months, so I'm just still getting used to everything.
Good, and I'm glad you haven't seen the Seattle freeze. People talk about that, and I grew up here, and I don't think it's real. We're all very excited to have you.
Yeah, I haven't felt it yet.
Good.
So far, so good.
Okay. Tell us about your journey to getting here to Seattle. What's your background?
I have moved all over the United States for journalism and for investigative reporting. I am from the West Coast, though. I'm from California. So I went to college in LA, then moved to Charlotte for my first job, Charlotte, North Carolina. So, there was a transition, then moved up to DC, then moved back to Sacramento, California, where I spent the last 6 years before coming here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and you're known for your accountability journalism. What would you say has been the most fulfilling investigation that you've ever worked on? Can you even choose one, too?
I know, that's such a nice question. I also feel like people think like I'm running around with a microphone, which
Chasing
is part of
somebody,
it, which
yes.
is part of it for sure. But for me, like, accountability journalism is like truly seeing change come from the reporting that we do. So that is like my favorite part of it. So, some of that I've seen like 5 laws getting passed from our reporting. Yeah. And, I think they call them guardianships here, but in California, they're called conservatorships. We saw new laws passed that made it like harder to get into conservatorships and easier to get out of, which is just a really complicated system. And those families that were impacted from our reporting, we're just so grateful. And it was just really lovely to see that impact, not only on a systemic level, but on a personal one-on-one level.
Absolutely. It's such fulfilling work.
Thank
You're also a highly decorated journalist. I feel like congratulations are in order. You were recently awarded a DuPont Columbia Award, which is often referred to as the Pulitzer of broadcast journalism. What does winning this award mean to you? And look at you there. Congrats.
Oh, thank you. I know, it was in New York. I was so cold in that picture. It just was such a huge honor and recognition to get that, just because in that ceremony too, you're surrounded by other incredible journalists on the local level, but also on the national level. Like Steve Inskeep from NPR handed me the award, which is like, he's been a hero to me. So it was really incredible. But again, like, none of it can be possible without people trusting us with their stories. So while it's me standing there with an award, I always really want to recognize the whistleblowers and the people who spoke out, because we can't do any of this work without them.
Definitely. What are you working on at King 5 too?
We have, the first investigative report I have is coming out this Thursday, so I'm excited about that. It's a look into a family who's adopted 2 kids in their journey with, the Child Protective Services and that entire systemic, when there's been some issues there, but it also affects taxpayers. So that's why it's important to tune in to know what's going on. But yeah, working on a ton of different things already. It runs the gambit from that to, construction, issues to bigger systemic problems. So stay tuned.
That is a tease. And before you leave, we love to do quick lightning rounds to get a little behind the curtain to learn more about you. So
okay, it's weird to be on this side of it. I feel
I'm
like
sure it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. So what's your favorite food?
Oh, I have to say oysters here in Seattle, but maybe in California, Mexican food.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Any pets?
I do. I have a dog named Luna. She's 8 years old. She's loving Washington so far. She loves all the greenery here and running around.
Okay, and lastly, go-to song.
Oh, I have to be generic. It's Taylor Swift right now on her new album. It's just so fun, So yeah, I would
You're
go with
amazing.
that.
Thank you for being here. This was so fun.